Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday. We're midweek. For me, as a pastor, it's probably one of my busiest days of the week. But you know what? We're out here reflecting upon the day and getting ready for a good day. Isaiah 40:31, very familiar verse if you've been in church. But I want to give you this verse anyway. It says, "But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." Think about that verse for a minute. Let's unpack this morning in this devotion. First of all, wait. Those who wait on the Lord. They see waiting is not a very popular thing to do in 21st century America because we'll stand in front of the microwave for 30 seconds and tap our foot. We live in an instant society. Therefore, we don't understand many times that waiting is God's economy. We must wait upon the Lord. Whether you are facing a difficult circumstance in life, whether you are facing a breakthrough, an answer to prayer, whatever it is that you're facing, you have to wait on the Lord. And while you are waiting, we must understand that God is working out the scenes behind the scenes. He's working circumstances out. He's orchestrating things for our good and His glory. He's also taking time to refine our character and give us the answer to the prayer that we so need in His timing and not ours, and His answer and not ours, and His will and not ours. But we wait upon Him. Wait on the Lord. You shall renew your strength. But notice this phrase, they shall mount up as wings as eagles. Mount up with wings as eagles. What does that mean? Well, eagles do not flap their wings endlessly, wasting energy. They are soaring. They are waiting for the right wind, the right drift to take them, to soar them to new heights. And they rise above the danger. They rise above the storm. They rise above the circumstance. As we wait on God, we wait patiently, not passively, but with expectant faith. We don't try to force things in our own strength. We wait. And when the wind of the Holy Spirit moves, when God's timing and God's direction align, we are lifted higher than we could ever go. Therefore, we must rise above those difficulties with God-given strength. We lived in that renewed hope and move forward with that purpose and grace. So they who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. But notice this part. They shall run and not be weary. Running, that is pursuing your calling. That is the daily grind. That is facing challenges. That is moving through the fast-paced issues of life. And when you're rooted in God's strength, when you're waiting on Him, and you feel like this fast-paced thing we call life in our day is overwhelming, when we wait on Him and we're rooted in Him and we're resting in Him, we soar to new heights above, and we have strength to maintain us and not burn us out in the fast-paced race of this life, and we go through it methodically and patiently. But notice this other part, they shall walk and not faint. Now, walk is that small, ever-boring details of life, the mundane, the showing up for work, the doing right when nobody else is watching, things like loving your family and praying quietly and just doing right. And that's staying faithful in the slow and the steady. So here's my conclusion of the matter this morning in this devotion. Wait on the Lord. Stop striving in your own power. Wait on His strength. And the result is emotional peace and practical endurance, enduring the issues of life and soaring higher. Trust while you're waiting. Rest while you're walking. Rest in His timing. And we're talking about soaring, waiting, running, walking. Sometimes He'll lift you to new heights. Sometimes He'll give you strength while running. Sometimes He'll sustain you while walking. But most importantly, this goes back to my thought. Never run ahead of God. Wait on Him. And what Jesus said. Jesus told us to take His yoke upon us and rest in Him. Are you going to be an eagle today? Strive to be that eagle. Whatever it is you got going on, whatever circumstance you got going on in life, strive to be an eagle. Soar. Allow God. Wait on his timing. Allow him to orchestrate and soar. Run and not be weary. Walk and not faint. Have a great Wednesday. Blessings.